The man walked into a red phone booth. He didn't notice that the door was slowly closing. Then he realized the phone was broken and wouldn't work at all. He hung up the phone and tried to leave, but the door wouldn't open. At first, he didn't think much of it, assuming it was just some prank. However, no matter how hard he tried, the door wouldn't budge, and the man gradually grew agitated. Just then, two passers-by walked by. The man immediately asked them for help. The passers-by pulled hard on the door from the outside, but it still didn't budge. They were in a hurry to get to work, so they left. Before long, a crowd began to gather. They assumed the man was performing some kind of performance art. Just then, a burly man approached. Upon learning that the man was trapped, he confidently tried to pull the door open. He even snapped the door handle off, but the door didn't budge an inch. The man then tried ramming the glass with his body, but after several attempts, he still couldn't break it open. Hearing the crowd's laughter, the strong man left in shame. Just then, a repairman came out. He found that it didn't have a single screw. He tried to pry the door open with a screwdriver, but it wouldn't budge at all. The repairman was at a loss. Thoughtfully, he put the broken door handle back on. The man noticed that more and more people were gathering around, all watching the commotion. Not a single person came forward to rescue him. Patrolling police officers were also drawn to the scene, but they couldn't open the phone booth door either. He sat down on the ground in frustration. Before long, a fire truck pulled up. It was as if this man had seen a savior. The firefighters circled the phone booth. Then they set up a ladder and tried to smash the glass on top of the booth. Just as the firefighters were about to act, a group of people dressed in green appeared and stopped them. These people claimed to be employees of the phone booth company, saying they needed to take the booth back to the company for repairs. The man was puzzled. He was clearly about to be rescued. He tried to stop them, but the people outside couldn't hear him. The onlookers were even waving goodbye to him, and so he was taken away. All along the way, everyone was staring at the man inside the phone booth. The man felt extremely embarrassed. Suddenly, he noticed another man trapped inside a red phone booth not far away, but that man quickly opened the door and walked out. The man thought he was incredibly unlucky. However, on the way, the man saw someone else who was also trapped. Only then did the man realize this might be a conspiracy. He pounded on the glass for help, but passers-by thought he was just waving. Gradually, the man lost his strength and slumped to the ground in despair. The car drove further and further away, deep into the mountains. Suddenly, the man spotted a helicopter. He mustered his last ounce of strength to call for help, but to his shock, he realized the helicopter was there to guide the car. The man couldn't understand why he had been captured. At the end of the road, a tunnel appeared. The car then drove into the tunnel. The man discovered a group of people assembling these phone booths. The assembled phone booth was hauled away. Finally, the car came to a stop, and the man was led to the very center of the base. Then a crane lowered a suction cup to lift the phone booth and place it onto a conveyor belt. As the conveyor belt moved steadily forward, the man discovered with horror that there were many others trapped there just like him. They never managed to escape before they died. Meanwhile, in the center of the city, another red phone booth appeared. It was waiting for the next person to be trapped.